Okay, let's see. Yeah, I definitely need to turn that down. We'll wait for a few moments before we get a decent amount of people in here. Yeah, let's do something real fast before we do anything else. Let's put no disturb so we don't have notifications pop in here and all that. Welcome to the little slash Q&A with this what if. I just got done watching some refresher on the new 52 origins of Poison Ivy. Okay, let's see how many people we got in here. There we go. And let's see, we got about 5 people. I guess we could start now. Then, if more shows up in the middle of the Q&A, then that's how it is. So, now I guess we need to figure out. I was thinking about this earlier today, like how I go about the story and everything like that. I haven't even thought about her quirk. I have a couple ideas in the back of my head how I'm gonna make this work. But if you guys have any suggestions on her quirks to be, it just has to be plant related for the whole theme of, being the daughter of Poison Ivy. Let's see, I was originally gonna do something like this. As long as she's like on the ground, she's able to absorb the kinetic, well, the energy from the earth and output it in physical strength. But that's like the basic I have so far of her quirk. Or we could also go that route where she doesn't have a quirk at all, or she gets her powers from the green and all that fun stuff. I was wondering what? Oh, the message got restricted. Okay, poison thorns. Let's say poison thorns, huh? If we go the poison thorns route, we're gonna have to figure out what type of poison that it would be able to produce, and how she would go about it. Releasing the poison thorns. Maybe they'll shoot out of her body. We'll figure out her quirk for now. Then we'll go into a bit of the backstory. I have a couple ideas for that. Let's see. Poison thorns, photosynthesis. If you're not familiar with photosynthesis, it's basically when the plant absorb the UV rays from the light and produce it into an energy blast. Think of a solar beam from Pokemon. Let's wait for everyone to see what we have. Let's see. Let's see. We got. Okay. I guess we'll go with Poison Thorns if no one has anything else to add to it. Oh, I'm not sure when I'm gonna get back to that one. I still have to release a couple episodes of part vampire partner program. I already have like majority of the what if or the story, well, at least the part done. I just gotta add an extra 5 minutes to it. It should be released either later tonight or tomorrow. I still have to finish the list that I was created because I have to do partner program to those parts, then do unbroken bonds. Then I'm gonna create this what if. Hey, how's it going, crowdfriend? All right, so we pretty much so far you guys decided that poison thorns would be the best bet around her quirk. It has to be plant based. Um, I would say yeah, because and plus she would be immune to all chemicals like poison and all that because of the genetics from poison ivy. Yeah, I'm gonna eventually re finish my stories. It's just gonna take it, but I have a lot of stories going all at once. And I'm just not gonna focus on one what if. I'll get burnt out and yeah, I'm not doing that. So let's see. I have a couple ideas how the origin's gonna work in this. I could either I could either have Asashi be, a bit of a cess over poison ivy. He ended up getting a strand of oh, sorry, her hair and try to recreate what she is by using his own DNA and Ivy's. Or I could have it where the green created her through her plants because poison ivy plants have her DNA in it. I could always go that route. I didn't want to do your typical birth. I want to do something different for this. What if? Let's see what we got here. What if we could? Okay. What if she could? I mean, she's gonna have access to the green, so she's gonna have plant like manipulation. Probably not as scale as poison ivy. It all depends on how well how I'm gonna do this. Like as poison ivy has the effect of she can make the plants to extreme size than normal. Oh, I'm not sure when I'm gonna go back to that one yet. I still have a lot of what ifs that need to get new parts to it before I go back to my what if that could cut the eye of a vampire. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna do a reverse flash or a flash one. I don't know much about the flash in general, besides the generic information I got from the comics. I would have to look more into the character and see if I could come up with a story for it. I could. I'm not gonna say never. I'll never do one. There's a good possibility I'll do one down the line, but for right now, I've been staying clear of the speedsters. All right, now oh yeah, Flash is way too broken for My Hero Academia. That is true. now, now I'm thinking maybe I should put her through the process of being an eco terrorist like her mother. This is gonna be like majority of the what if is gonna be based in Gotham City. This is gonna be another crossover with My Hero. My Hero's in Japan and Gotham's in America. I choose the original story. It's created. Now, guys, how would her personality like be in this? We could either, be a sweet innocent girl or, a vicious, cold-hearted, you know, yuck. Excuse the language, but if we're going to Echo Terrace route, she's going to have to be cold-hearted, especially towards other humans and all that jazz. I'll wait for any more response. She'll already be like, according to the comics, she should be more physical than a human, regardless how we go about this. Yeah, definitely. She would be pretty cold-hearted. I was now. Here's a should Izumi kill Sashi? Being his little experiment and all. I'll let you guys pick if you want to keep him around the story or she'll kill him off. Because the first interaction with a human would be her father, and I highly doubt she would like her father very much. Pretty much being a lab rat. Let's see if we got here. Almost like her mother. Would treat others with respect. Yeah, the first. Oh yeah, definitely. So far, we have two to kill him off. Yeah, for some reason, you spell kill and it like I have to approve it. I probably need to go in the settings to change that down the line, but nevertheless, make her like an airhead as a cover up for being. Oh yeah, definitely like have her act all airheadedly, but in truth, she's a cold-hearted killer when it comes to humans and all the make the plant life and all that fun stuff. Now, Sudizumi tried to do what her mother did in the past, tried to make Gotham City overran with plants and try to change humans into plants. So that's how we could introduce Ivy into the story, where Batman goes up, asks for Poison Ivy's help. Like I was thinking of, having her pretty strong, physical wise. Yeah, I think yeah, we're gonna kill Sashi. Yeah, definitely. You guys want him to kill him off, so I'm fine with that. It's not the first time I killed off a Sashi, so it's not going to be the last. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, because before Poison Ivy, became an anti-hero, she was an eco-terrorist, so... Good starting goal. I would assume, All For One would take notice to her actions in Gotham when she starts to, start to mess with stuff. Only way I would see her align with All For One is they have a common goal or common objection. But yet again, I wouldn't think she would even bother, with the villains as long as they didn't get in her way. I could see All For One trying to get in her way, and they would have a disagreement. Or we could go that route too, where All For One could be, like a father figure towards her. Apparently, her father, her original father, was a douche. So, wait for more response. No, I wonder how the first encounter with Poison Ivy and with Izumi would be like. Now I was thinking like her plants would be a lot more aggressive than Poison Ivy's. Like how Poison Ivy she can control her plants but unable to control Izumi's. Like they only listen to her and vice versa. So, Izumi won't be able to control Ivy's plants. thinking she was a made it Titan Avatar. That would be well. I do plan to make her name that she used when she's doing her ecoterrorism pretty much Gaia. Regardless of what route she takes, eco-terrorist, anti-hero, hero, villain, I believe, Gaia would be a good fit for her. And having Earth golems would be an interesting power set for her to have outside of her poison thorns. I mean, it's a good way to forcibly, make her quirk more stronger is take some quirk enhancers, kind of overdosing it into it. That would, definitely modify her quirk to a certain degree. Now, the question is, would Waller take notice to her like early on and try to forcefully recruit her into? ah, Oh, I can't forget. Can't believe I forgot the name of it now. The Suicide Squad. Because I could see Asashi having connections with Waller to get some funds to do his creation of the perfect being or the creation of Izumi. Welcome to the little Q&A about girl. Make sure I read that right. I mean, Izumi would be a perfect powerhouse for the Suicide Squad if Waller caught on to her. What's it? Oh yeah, that's a hands down. Izumi is going to meet Harley Quinn through Ivy. That's just it's going to happen. They're pretty much a duo. Okay, I'll leave you guys to vote. Should Izumi kill Waller? At some point, not when they first meet. Gonna have her, be killed in the story, but not at first. If I go the suicide route, I could have her, try to get the bomb out of her head. Then when she does, then she'll kill Waller. Well, this story is going to be in DC's going to be part of it, so there's a good chance. It's not even a chance; it's a guarantee that she's going to meet Harley Quinn, especially if she starts shit with Joker. So yeah, because I was thinking having implementing that team they did with Harley Quinn Poison Ivy and Catwoman. I think it was called the Sirens. Not totally sure on that though. Now that would be interesting. Now that would be interesting. Have That's a good idea actually. Have All For One take the bomb out of her. Well, yeah, technically, Poison Ivy does have a hive mind with her plants, so she would have the same thing with her plants. I'm just planning for Izumi's plants to be a lot more hostile than Poison Ivy's, more aggressive, more primal, if I want to label it as something. And I could always implement, the Legion of Doom at some point in the story. I mean, there's a lot of things I could do with this story if I'm at in DC. So there's several routes I could take this. Let's see. If you find a way to have plants. I mean, if she did have a plant that had a human shape, they'll most likely be in the golem form. I mean, she would be a perfect. Like, she won't be in Japan until All-For-One took notice of her, so I could have him save her from the bomb, then have her infiltrate UA, so I could have that contact. I could keep in somewhat in line with the canon part in the canon storyline. If we're going that whole, she sees All-For-One as a father figure. Then have Ivy would see her at the sports festival. Oh yeah. Like she would see like All-For-One her father figure, but she would have her own motives, like taking over Japan with her plants, like she did try in Gotham. Could her quirk evolve to multiple Earth, multiple Earth? Yeah, because I was so tempted to give her some sort of Earth ability, like she could cover herself in rock, not her whole body, but like an arm or leg for like for stronger hits. to go with the whole thing was Gaia, so it fits well with the name. Because Gaia is the mother of the Titans, if I remember right. It won't be like it won't be like Kirishima's rock, but she'll able to cover her hand or arm or leg over, with rock for stronger hits. What if her plants had more water? They would get stronger. Huh. Her make her have her to make her personality. I mean, regardless, she's going to be quite intelligent. Yeah, because Poison Ivy was pretty smart. She was a forget what profession she was before she became Poison Ivy. I forgot the name of it. Even though I just refreshed on her origin. It's not a botanist, but yeah, yeah, it's basically something to do with plants. She's pretty smart when it comes to chemicals and all that. Yeah, because I do plan to her to go to fight against the Justice League at some point. Welcome. Thanks for fun with us. Not sure I pronounced that right, but I mean her body would yeah, her body would have chemicals in it like poison ivy, like the whole kiss of death if she chose to. I mean, yeah, I mean her plants would be pretty much her army to overgrow Japan in plant life. Now the question is, would Poison Ivy be able to talk her down into not finishing what Ivy started a long time ago, was trying to overrun the Earth with plant life, basically turning all human life into plants. I mean, yeah, I would think so. The plants would be able to produce toxin. like spores. Spores. I'm nowhere near a botanist level of knowledge, but I know little bit about plant life. Yeah, because Midnight's quirk wouldn't affect Izumi at all. And Ozawa's quirk can stop her from her using her thorn quirk, but not the rest of the shit she has on her belt with the power green. So yeah, let's see what else we got here. How long have we been on for? Can't really tell for how long because it doesn't say, but whatever. I mean, there's several routes I could take this where I could have Ivy talk her down at some point, but I'll leave that up to you guys if you want that to happen. Because I could go several, like I said before, I could go several routes with this. There's a lot of there's a lot of potential routes for this story to go. I mean, I would assume. I mean, I would think Ivy would have when she found out. Well, I mean, when she finds out, I would think she would have her plants try to find her location. It probably will take a little bit before she find out that she actually has a daughter. Until until Izumi starts to take until Izumi starts to take action when she's in Gotham. Oh, that's actually a decent idea. What if later on she creates join a group of eco terrorists called the Moonflower? Yeah, I could actually have her do that and create a eco terrorism group in Gotham. I just got to find adequate members for her little ragtag team. Let's see. Wait. So do you bring in the rest of the? Oh yeah, the Justice League is going to be part of the story. I mean, she's going to be a threat regardless how you look at it. I mean, that's the way to go about it. Have how how Waller send Poison Ivy to to infiltrate this eco terrorist group. That's how I could have Ivy and Izumi meet for the first time. Like Waller knows that's her daughter, but Waller doesn't tell her. That's need to know basis, type of government action she likes to do. Like how father ordered her to infiltrate the terrorist group and take out their leader, not knowing that she was sent on a mission to kill her own daughter. Like I said, there's so many ways to go about this. Yeah, I'm see. I mean, how much often have you seen? I mean, I don't really do the whole take over the world in my stories. This would be a good one to hint at. That's what she's planning. Would Izumi have a counter opposite? Hmm. I mean, the only one to be a counter opposite would be Shigaraki with his quirk, but there's no one in DC that's a counter opposite of Ivy, of my knowledge. Let's see. I just gotta find summary. I just gotta find some good characters to put in the Echo Terrorist group. Unfortunately, Abara wouldn't be part of it because she's too much of a goody goody in the canon storyline, so I really don't see her being an Echo Terrorist. And she's heavily Christian. She's heavily religious, so that won't work. I would have to morph her personality quite a bit to make it work. Let's see, we got the quirk. Got a bit of the story. Hmm. Let's see. What else can we use in this story that I haven't really touched upon yet? I've used Darkseid quite a bit. I have used Brainiac once or twice. I'm trying to think of a good counterbalance. What if Becky was the only male with mutant powers? Huh. Yeah, that's more of a Marvel thing I would do if I did something like that. She can't talk down to. I mean, yeah, she would have some sort of issue being kept in the lab for so long. Only company she had was her plants. Her so-called father would occasionally run tests on her, but beyond that, yeah, she wouldn't really have much interaction with the man until she kills him off. Yeah, she's gonna be quite obsessed over plant life in general. She would see, the human race as a cancer that need to be eradicated. Similar to how Poison Ivy used to think, but in a higher degree. Like she wants to, like she wants to commit a mass extinction or genocide with the whole species. Not even All for One knows that. Abara is highly religious in the kind of storyline. Is if that's what you're getting at, that's what I brought that up. So that's why I don't see her joining the Eco Terrorist group. The closest thing to a religion Izumi would be is about the green, basically. So, of course, if I add the green, I'm going to have to add Swamp Thing in there somehow. Because Poison Ivy's been known to team up with the Swamp Thing occasionally. Yeah, she's going to be have some aspects of Poison Ivy's, personality, but to a higher degree when it comes to plant life and all that stuff. Because she's gonna make All For One look like a Boy Scout, according compared to her, what I have planned for her. If she goes through the whole, I'm eradicate all human life on the planet. What the hell? Let's see what this is all about. Huh, that's weird. Or whatever. Let's get back to this. What is she? All right. See, we got Huh. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I could go. I could do that as well. I could. I'm just trying to think how she would go about it if she decided to attack the home of the Amazons. Like she literally took over their island. That's like the first thing she did when she started her plan to, start taking over the world. Don't think the Amazons would take that very well. Then the Greek pantheon could be in the mix, like the Greek gods. If you don't know what a pantheon is, we got a lot of things. I just got to figure out a couple more things for it. Imagine the anime of versus. Yeah. Or I could go, or I could have her try to recreate what her dad did to her, so she could have more people like her around instead of trying to change the humans into plants, trying to make people like her because she was quite lonely when she was a girl, only with plants to keep her company. So she would want to have more people like her. Hmm. Maybe that's I could add to the Echo Terrors or people she caught and modify to be like her. Not to the same degree as her, but but still nonetheless they would have, somewhat similar powers to a certain degree. Let's see. Just want to make sure I get just gotta make sure I got memorized the Echo Terrorist group name. Just gotta find it in the comments. I know it's like it's near the top of I believe it by the order of things. Oh, my day was pretty good. I woke up late, so I was extremely late for work. But yeah, it was a short day for me. I just don't know where it's at. I'm still reading the comments here. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, I forgot where that comment was. With the name of the organization she's going to create. Okay, there. Thanks, man. I need to put that in. I need to write that down on something real fast. Moonflower. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. They're all gonna get finished. I just have a lot. I'm doing random what ifs instead of just focusing on one. I'll be going back to the ones that are almost finished eventually. There we go. There. I was trying to find it. Ideas. Where is it? There you go. Flower. There we go. And got that out of the way so I won't forget it. Okay, let's see what I haven't read the comments here in a second. Yeah, I can't understand that one, but it's all good. Let's see. We got the cork. Oh, it's all good. Thanks for showing up for this little building story for a what if. Luckily, I only made two parts to this series, the old version, so that's why I decided I didn't like how the story was going, so I wanted to spice it up a little bit. I think we got pretty much a good amount of the things taken care of what we need to come up with. I could come up with the romance thing later on. Let's see. I think we got pretty much everything we need so far. Unless you have something to add. I have a lot of content I could go through with the whole DC Universe stuff, so. Oh, thanks, man. You have a good one. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of photos. I have like, yeah, it takes a lot when I make what if, so I have to add photos to the what if to make it more easier to know who's talking, because you guys seem to like that. So I have a lot of pictures that I haven't used yet, and some of these thumbnails I made for other people. So um, just throwing this out there. But what if Fumadeca was quiet? Huh? That would actually be an interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting if I did something like that. I would have to do more research on Quiet. I know a bit about her, but not a whole lot. But one, lore video should be able to fix that right off the bat, so that wouldn't be that hard to figure out. I'll add that to the list of new what ifs that I plan to do once I have some of these series out of the way. I'm also going to probably eventually go back to my Star Wars one. At least get new, sorry, two new parts out of the way. Because I kind of left it like right when some good stuff was about to happen. Huh? Maybe I could add Tara to the group, and also I'll be my next list of what ifs. Um, my Red Lantern Deku is going to be one of them. So for you guys who wanted to see enough of that, that will be returning pretty soon. Of course, my Lasher one's going to return too. That's a guarantee. You guys seem to like that one. So plus my Gara one, people have been asking for that, so that will get two new parts as well. Yeah, I like my memory's almost full when it comes to the pictures. I have a couple thumbnails ideas that I haven't used in the what if. Still gotta make my Power Ranger thing. It will get done. I just gotta wait till I have some open slots for it. I know my Harley Quinn Deku son. That's like going into Injustice territory, so it's pretty much almost done. I just gotta go through the content of that, then that'll be pretty much finished. It's like halfway done. Would you guys want me to? Would you guys want me to continue my Fallout series or redo it? I could easily redo it or continue it. It's whatever you guys prefer. My Zelda stuff. Yeah, gotta love Legend of Zelda. I'm just making sure I don't have any. Making sure I have all the thumbnails in here. I know I need to delete a lot of them that I'm not using or that I made for other people. It's not much. I only have a tablet, so there's so much I could do with the thumbnail using what equipment I have access to. I also need to eventually do that Raven female decu eventually. Then I need to touch back up on my Ruby content. Because I kind of want to get those out of the way. Some serious, so I could start working on some of the ones I really want to do. Get into more of the high school DxD stuff. Yeah, I'll just been taking me forever to go through all that. I'll do that later. No, that's. I guess that's pretty much about it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'm going to continue my script for my what if Becky was selected in the was selected in the vampire partner program. Like I said, that's I need to add at least 5 more minutes to the what if. Then I could start recording it. Then it should be out like either later today or tonight or tomorrow. It depends on how much I could get done pretty fast. How much of the script I can get done. Then I'll start recording it. Then once I took care of the two parts for a partner program, then do my unbroken bond, my Deku my Deku that's the brother of Jiro. Once those two gets done, then I could start working on this. Start making the script, then release the part 0 to this series. All right, guys. This is probably where I'm get off here. I'll catch you in the next video, guys.